Good morning out there in the DFS community. It's Vaughn, the Stat Man, coming into your YouTube airwaves, and welcome to the Stat Room. Ooh, how is everybody doing this wonderful morning? All right, ladies and gentlemen, before I get into this full slate breakdown, let me get into my positive word. It's going to be very brief, but my word for this fine morning is give. Now, I recommend that when you have amazing talents and gifts, that you should give some of your talents and gifts away to people who are less talented than you are in that particular field. Everybody is amazingly talented at one area that is better than anyone else. Me, I'm amazingly gifted at acting and at DFS. So today, I'm going to give a full slate. And today I'm just doing this as a give back to the people who have loyally followed me. And I hope and pray that what I do today can help you to win. Sometimes in life, guys, receiving is wonderful, but it's hard to receive if you have a closed fist. You have to have an open palm if you want to receive. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's just give today without expecting anything in return. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there with give. All right, guys, so before I get into these videos, guys, let me introduce myself. Guys, I am Vaughn the Stat Man. You can follow me on Twitter at Vaughn the Stat Man. And, guys, check out the website, vaughnthestatman.com. All right, guys, I'm going to get right into it. I don't want to waste any time. All right, so we got a big slate today, guys. We got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games. All right, so I'm going to go quick, guys, so pay attention. All right, so in the first game, you got Miami at Washington. Miami played last night, so they're on the second night of a back-to-back. You got Bill. I like Bill in this matchup going against Miami. I think Bill is an excellent play. He's going to probably be matched against Waiters or Magruder, depending on who starts. Jabari Parker is somebody who I probably will take a flyer on. He's been really solid over his last few games. You got Richardson. Richardson is a hot and cold type player. He was off yesterday, and if you look at his numbers, he's only had one decent game in the past 5, and he played yesterday, so I probably will stay away from him. Satoransky is somebody who I really like in this matchup. I think he's going to do extremely well, and I'm not sure if Dragic is going to start. If Dragic starts, I like Dragic in this matchup as well. Dragic yesterday just was absolutely cold. If you look at it, he's never had an offer in the past like 10 games. So Dragic plays, I'm really feeling Dragic in this matchup. Now, Adebayo, I like Adebayo, but if I had to choose between him and Bryant, I would take Bryant. I think Bryant at the price point, 4,400, and he's been rejuvenated since he's been thrust back into the starting lineup. So I love Bryant in his matchup as well. All right, at Philly and Atlanta, this game should be a very high scoring game. This is a game where if you want to stack 7 guys out of this game, because this game is gonna have a lot of points. You got Embiid at 10-7. He's gonna be going up against Dedmon. I like both centers in this matchup. Dedmon plays him well. He's coming off, if you look at Embiid is coming off of a 37 and 40-point game. He had 75 and 78 points respectively, 56 and 57. So in this matchup against Dedmon actually plays almost like Embiid. What I mean by that is he doesn't have the skill set, so don't confuse that. But he does shoot 3-pointers, and he likes to get rebounds. Embiid's a little more physical, but Dedmon's going to hold his own. Simmons is going up against Young. Simmons has problems with quick-footed point guards. If you saw the other day when he played against Kyrie Irving, he kind of struggled. So I don't think they'll put Simmons on Young, but I don't see who you can put on Young. You're going to put Butler on him. Butler is a great defender, but I don't know if he has the foot speed to match Young. You can put Redick on him. I don't think that'll work. Young is going to have a big game. I'm really liking Young in this matchup. He's somebody who I would definitely be taking a look at. Tobias Harris is going to be going up against Collins. This is probably my favorite matchup. I like both power forwards in this matchup. I love Tobias Harris. I love Collins. I think Collins is going to have a big game. I think Harris is going to have a big game. I like both of those in this matchup. Reddick, a couple games ago, he put up a monster game. He want to put up a 56-point game. He might not never do a game like that again in his career, but I see Reddick possibly getting that 27 to 30 points in this matchup. Now Prince is a guy. It's all about minutes with him. Like if he gets 30 minutes, he's a 0.75 per minute guy. So every 2 minutes that he plays, he's going to get you 1.5 points. So in fantasy, that's not something that I would really take a look at. Len is a guy who can make or break you in this slate. If let's just say Dedmon gets in foul trouble, and if Len gets 30 minutes, Len would get 30 to 40 points, and at his price point, he could break the slate. But that's what GPP is about. If you feel like he can possibly get 26 to 28 points, you take a flyer on him. Now you got Bazemore, who I'm not really feeling Bazemore in this matchup because he typically doesn't get more than 22 minutes. And you can't really predict him because Atlanta seems to be giving their younger guys a run. So Huerter is somebody who I do love in this matchup because he can shoot, guys. And if he gets hot, he can get you 30, 40 points. He's also somebody who you would take a flyer on in GPP only. So that's going to be it for this slate, guys. So next slate, you got Utah at Chicago. I think Utah could possibly blow these guys out of the box, but it's a lot of value on this slate. So these guys will probably play 3 quarters. So you would go down to the cheaper options like Marketing is going to be going up against Favors. And Marketing is coming off of a 61-point game. Don't expect 61 against Favors because Favors is an excellent defender. But Favors is only 5,700, guys. So if he gives you a 12-point first quarter, a 10-point second quarter, and a 12-point third quarter, he can get you 30 points. And that's really all you're expecting for this price point. And let's just say Chicago happens to keep this game close. Favors, if this game stays close, Favors will get you 40 points. Ingles, I like him in this matchup. Not really liking Lopez. I like Rubio in this matchup because his price point is so low. And I think Rubio is going to get you 30 plus. Now, Levine, I'm not sure if Zach Levine is playing. He's questionable. But if he does play, he's going to go up against Mitchell. Mitchell is probably the weak link on this team. He's not the best defender. I mean, he does enough to force you to the help. But Levine is going to shoot the ball, and Levine is going to score. Dunn is questionable. So not sure if he's going to play. But if Dunn and Levine don't play, I wouldn't touch anybody from this game because this game could get extremely ugly. All right, now Minnesota and Memphis is a game that I really do like as well. Memphis played an overtime game yesterday, but they didn't let Conley or Noah play. So if those two guys come back, then it's like having 2 fresh bodies. Now, Conley is going to probably be the best point guard on this entire slate. If Conley plays, he will get 50 in this matchup. Write it down, ladies and gentlemen. Towns, I like Towns in this matchup going up against Valanciunas because Valanciunas played 40-plus minutes yesterday. So I think Valanciunas is going to be sluggish. That's why they need Noah. Now, if Noah plays in this matchup, I think Noah is going to get a lot of minutes. He's going to probably get 26 minutes plus because Valanciunas played so much. So I would definitely do a 2-man stack in this game with Conley and Noah. Now, I do like Tyus Jones in this matchup just because he's so inexpensive. And look, he's been being decent. Look, he's improved his scoring totals each game. He had 12, 26, and 31. So in this matchup, I can see Tyus Jones getting you about 28 points. All right, guys, so let's go to the next game. The next game is Dallas and Golden State. Stephen Curry is out in this matchup, ladies and gentlemen. So what that means is Klay Thompson and Boogie Cousins are the 2 that I would roster in this matchup. I like Durant, but at 9,100, Durant has had too many sub 40-point games, and he just had one of his friends pass away, so I don't think his mind is right at the moment. So not sure if I would run Durant in this matchup, but I'm putting Klay Thompson in all my lineups because he's going to be the main offensive weapon. And Cousins is going to be going up against Powell. Now, Powell can hold his own, but against Cousins, I don't think that's going to work in his favor. So that's who I like in that matchup. I do like Doncic in this matchup, but it depends on, because Hardaway I think is out for the rest of the season. So Doncic is going to be the offensive. He's going to have to score all the points. Now Brunson is somebody who I like as well, because with Curry not playing, that means he's going to probably go against Cook, or if he goes against Livingston, then Livingston will shut him down. But if he goes against Cook, then I like Brunson. All right, Detroit at Portland. I love this matchup as well, guys. This is going to be a good game. You have Detroit, who was one of the worst shooting teams in the league, but it balances out because McCollum is not playing. So with McCollum out, Lillard is gonna be taking all the shots he can handle, and he's gonna go up against Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson is a decent defender, but Lillard is gonna give you 60 points, so you're gonna expect 60 from him. Drummond is going to dominate down low. He's gonna dominate Nurkic. I think he's more physical than Nurkic, so I think he dominates. Griffin is gonna go up against Aminu. Now Aminu is gonna hold his own, so I think Griffin will probably be in the high 30s. So I don't know if I will roster Griffin. Nurkic going up against Drummond. I don't know if I like this matchup, because Nurkic he's been getting out physical in a lot of his previous matchups. Now Harkless is somebody who I really like in this matchup. He's a low number guy who constantly gets you in the 20s. I think he gets you at least 25 points. So that's all you would expect from a guy like him. And Reggie Jackson, when he goes up against a top point guard, let's see what he does. Let's see, Toronto, 30. He put up 39 against the Lakers, but his road numbers, he's been down. So Reggie Jackson, I wouldn't have any interest in him. Now, Phoenix and Sacramento, this will be probably the fastest paced game on the slate. Booker is gonna put up 50 points in this matchup because Sacramento doesn't play D. They just shoot the ball and they just run back and they let you shoot, and they go and they try to score as quick as possible. They try to score in like 10 seconds or less. So it's going to be so many opportunities. So this is the game. This is the other game that I would do a total game stack. This game might be a better game stack because the players are a lot cheaper. Fox is going to dominate. If this game happens to stay close, which I'm not sure if it is, Phoenix has been playing a little bit better as of late. So if it stays close, this is another game that's a full game stack. I would definitely go Booker, Fox, Hield, Ayton, and Bagley. Bagley is going to destroy Phoenix. He's going to be so dominant against Phoenix that Phoenix is going to have to put in Holmes. Holmes is someone who I absolutely love in this matchup because he's going to be the only one that's going to be able to stop Bagley. And Holmes at his price point, it gets you 25. I will take that all day. Bjelica is going to get minutes in this game because I expect him to be up. So I expect him to finish the game. So I think he ends up with 30 as well. Stein and Ayton is a matchup that I love. I think both of these centers get 35 points because they both are physical. Neither one shoots the three-pointer well, so it's going to be a lot of rebounds. So these guys are going to be alternating rebounds. I think both of them get 10-plus rebounds, and they both get 14-plus points. And I said they both get at least 2 blocks. So I love this whole game. And Bridges has been getting a lot of run lately, so I definitely like Bridges as well. This is a full game stack as well. The only full game stacks I like is this game, and I like the Atlanta game as a full game stack, and I love Miami, Washington. All right, guys, so that's it, guys. So I'm not sure if you guys want me to give you a 4 horsemen, but in case you guys do, I'll give you a quick 4 horsemen. So at my point guard position, remember I told you guys that I really, really love Conley, right? I told you guys I really like Conley. So Conley's going to be my point guard. So next at shooting guard, I'm going to give you what I told you. Thompson is an absolute must start. At small forward, my small forward, somebody who I absolutely love. I love Jabari Parker. And last but not least, the boomstick player of the night is none other than Bagley. All right, so I broke down the slate and gave you a 4 horsemen, guys. So that's it, guys. So I am on to today. So, guys, don't forget to win-win. That means give people what they want so you can get what you want. And, guys, check out my comment section.